So a lot of people always ask me, like, are you or you should, you know what I'm saying? But it's more you should, you know what I'm saying? You should breed these kind of dogs. You should breed them kind of dogs, you know what I'm saying? It's more so what I should do, you know what I'm saying? Put it like this. If I was younger, yeah, I probably would just be all over the place. If I was younger, you know what I mean? But since I'm older and I gotta perfect my craft, I'm not just about to just be buying a bunch of fucking different dogs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I gotta master what I'm doing with these bullies. I gotta master that before I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go get me some boars. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna get me some German Shepherds and shit like that. I gotta master what, or I'm gonna go get some Frenchies. You know what I'm saying? I gotta master this bully shit first, because it's so many different levels to these bullies. And it's like, for me, I don't see no other dog, you know, that's really fucking with these dogs when it comes to the money. Yeah, I don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? So if I was to get another dog, it'd be just for like different people. You know what I mean? Cause like say for the Frenchies and shit, right? Like, not even micros, but for the Frenchies, like, that's the dog bitches like. Like, you got bitches that don't want big ass dogs. They like Frenchies. You know what I'm saying? Go grab some Frenchies. But before I go grab Frenchies, I gotta master what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not an all over the place person. You feel me? Like, I don't do what other people do just because that might be what the trend is for right now. Like, if the trend is having a Frenchie, I'm not gonna go buy Frenchies. If the trend is having micros, I'm not gonna go buy micros. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do what people do. You know what I'm saying? Just because I might see one person, he doing good. You know what I'm saying? He doing good. So, all right, he doing good. Let me go do the same thing. Like, nah, that's just not, I'm too old for that shit, bro. Like, that's not how I operate. You know what I mean? I always been a leader. I've never been a follower. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get into that. When I'm ready, when I feel like I've mastered and I've perfected my craft, then I'm gonna go get different breeds. And my first breed will probably be, you know, Frenchies. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be Frenchies. And that'll be something that, because they small, and then I will attract a female fan base. You dig what I'm saying? It'll be a female fan base fucking with them little ass dogs. You dig what I'm saying? So for y'all to ask me that, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm gonna stick to what I do until I got some years under my belt. You feel me? Like, it's like working a job. You feel me? It's like, you know, you know, working a job, bro. Like, you can do it in your sleep. Niggas that been working construction job. You got HVAC technicians who've been doing this shit 10, 15 years. They can do it in their sleep. My brother can go diagnose a motherfucking nigga crib without even checking to see what's wrong with the motherfucker. He just been doing it so long. So I gotta get like that. Like, I can't just have a year or two under my belt and then just, all right, well, there, I'm about to start going to get this. Like, man, nah, nigga, I don't work like that, nigga. When I was selling motherfucking crack, I wasn't selling weed. You know what I'm saying? I started off selling crack. I started off selling weed. I started off selling weed. And then I graduated to crack. You know what I'm saying? I didn't sell crack and weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't do both of them. Now, once I mastered the game, I had both of them. See what I'm saying? Like, I didn't just, like, I'm coming from all street shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from my mentality when it comes to getting money is always gonna go back to when I was in the streets trapping. It's gonna always run back to that. So every thought process that I have in my head, it goes back into how I calculated money when I was in the streets. Not how I calculated money at working a 9 to 5. How I calculated money in the streets is how I calculate any business that I run. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I mean? So when I was selling crack, when I sold weed, I didn't sell crack. When I sold crack, I didn't sell weed. Once I became a big dog, I had a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I had a little bit of every kind of customer. That shit didn't happen in 2 years. You feel me? Like that wasn't a 2-year grind that I had a little bit of everything. That shit took like damn near 10 years for me to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that with the dogs. No, I'm not just gonna start breeding dogs because that's what a motherfucker else. You know, you might have a nigga that got a whole bunch of different kind of dogs. All right, that's them, but I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna buy one dog. If I'm gonna have both. I'm gonna have 2 dogs. I'm gonna make sure that I'm breeding. I'm not just gonna have a dog and then I gotta wait and then go buy. Like if I can't buy 2 of the dogs, I'm not buying a dog. I'm not sitting on no dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So when y'all always ask me about breeding other dogs, listen, when I perfect this motherfucking bully shit, and when I not if I, but when I become one of the biggest motherfucking niggas doing this shit, and then I tap into a different lane. And most likely the lane that I tap in might be Frenchies, depending on if it's some new dog made up. You know what I mean? You gotta understand. Niggas, you gotta think about it, shit. Who would've knew this bully shit would've came? Who would've knew this shit? You feel me? Like, who would've literally knew that, you know what I'm saying, you can mix dogs together and take 3 or 4 dogs and mix them together and now boom, they the biggest things in the world. Who would have known that niggas would have took a Frenchie and mixed it with a bulldog? Who would have known people would done that? You know what I'm saying? Who would have known that this shit would have been done? Nigga think it's straight pit bulls, Rottweilers, German Shepherds. You know what I'm saying? Boxers. Who would have known that it would have transitioned to this shit? And then when we had the bullies, then they come out with the little micro itty bitty little small little things. What y'all call it? Nano blood? You know what I'm saying? Little itty bitty thing. Now look at that. Look at that. Look how small that damn dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you never know 5, 10 years down the line if a nigga creates something else. You never know. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta perfect my craft. You know what I'm saying? I can't just jump on a dick wagon. I ain't gonna call it the bandwagon. It's a riding dick wagon. I can't ride dick. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I can't ride dick. I ain't on a ride dick wagon, bro. I gotta do me. You know what I'm saying? And until I got years under my belt, I'm sticking with what I'm doing. You dig? So that's for people who wanna know about if I'ma breed another dog, another breed, you know what I'm saying? Not yet, man. Y'all gotta give me some time. You feel me? Y'all gotta give me time. Let me fail. I gotta fail. Sometimes you gotta fail. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what it's like to lose. You gotta know what it's like to fail. Cause you know everything you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? You just don't come out the gate knowing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta learn. You gotta teach. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody who asked me that question, you know what I'm saying? I gotta perfect my craft, bro. Like I gotta be the best breeder with the dogs I got now first. Then later down the line, we'll see what's the dog. We see what's the dog that's the next up in line. Then we might do it with that. But right now, I got a plan to do what I'm doing with these dogs. I like big dogs. I don't really like little dogs, but a lot of people do. But I gotta master this big dog game first. I gotta master that. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. To the next scene. Slow down, squad.
I'm going 85 on a one-way road with a thing to my head, thinking gon' let it go. Nigga, you should go thank Deacons on the real. All the nigga ever said was we gon' let it go. Some street trapping led a nigga to a situation that I never thought it'd be. Plus, I'm a nigga from another fucking city, so they looking at him.